All right, you're good.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. We're super excited to have you with us this evening. My name is Lindsey and I'm a Diamond Leader with It Works Global. And Brittany and I tonight are just going to talk to you a little bit about what the business is, how you would go about starting such a business, and maybe why you might benefit from that. So just to start off, a little background on myself. I am a teacher by trade. I teach fourth grade, and that's been my income. I'm also an Army wife, and we have 2 little kids, so we have a busy household. Busy but fun, I say. Very busy. I started teaching about 5 years ago, and just this past year, I never imagined doing anything like this, honestly. I've never even worked a retail job for more than a holiday season. But my friend had me try out a wrap, and I was so impressed by how it worked that I started telling people all about it. And then shortly after realized that I could, potentially be helping my family with an extra income. So I joined because I had previously tried some of the products. But I also have many friends that have joined without trying products. They have seen my journey or someone else's journey and been intrigued by that. So my journey started in May of 2000, that would have been 2015. And I promoted to what we call a rank of Ruby 2 months later. Ruby means that you have a few people join you in the business, and I'll go over that a little bit more here in a bit. But with that, in the first 2 months, I was making an average paycheck of about $500 a month. And it just blew my mind that happened so quickly. So then I started to think about, what else was there for me here, and how else could I have this help our family. And in February of that year, I used all the training my team provided me and networked, and I actually promoted to the leadership rank of Diamond, earning my husband and I $22,000 in bonuses. So we've had $22,000 plus $1,000, so $23,000 worth of bonuses in less than 2 years, not to mention the commission checks, the rep cash, and everything like that. But my favorite part is the amount of lives that we've been able to touch. Our team has grown. We've gotten to know our team. The people that are customers we care about, we communicate with, and just seeing the lives transform and getting those messages of, excitement from people who maybe feel better or are healthier, have lost weight, etc. So that's a little background on myself. I did want to touch a little bit first on how you would go about getting started. So if you're on this call, you're probably a little bit interested in where you would begin. You would begin by purchasing the starter kit, which is $99. And in the starter kit, you get some business marketing materials such as product catalogs and Blitz cards, which are really our business cards. You also get a box of 4 wraps. Our wraps are our trademark product. They're not our only product. We have over 40 now, all natural plant-based products. But the wrap is our trademark product, and you get 4 of those in your kit. When you buy your kit, you get those 4. You can use them personally, or you can sell them. And when we sell them individually. So we sell them individually for $25 a piece, which means if you took that route, you would make your investment back right away. So the company provides that opportunity to be successful and to earn your investment back right away so that you can step off on a good foot, which I think is incredible. Once you join our team. We're able to add you to our team page where you get all of the help and training and tips and advice from people who have been doing this before you, which is a saving grace. It's just so helpful, and they make it so easy and simple. And then you have 2 ways to earn commissions, which is your paycheck. The 2 ways after you get started are to either run an auto ship each month. The auto ship needs to be a volume of what we call 80, which ends up being a little bit over $80. Usually it's around $100 a month to run your business with that and the website. And usually you can find 2 products, and that will come up with your 80 BV for about $100. The other option, if you are joining this business, and you're a little strapped for cash at the beginning, is to have $150 basically of volume from customers. So if you can think of 5 people that would like to try one of our 40 plus products for 3 months as loyal customers, that would usually, depending on the products, of course, become your 150 PBV, or your make you commission qualified. The other thing that you would have to keep in mind in terms of expense or investment into your business is the website. The website is our main business hub. It's incredibly important because you can track loyal customers, you can get product information, all the way up to exactly the ingredients that are in the products. It's free for your first month. It comes with a starter kit, and then it's $20 a month. It's replicated, so you don't have to set anything up. It's all set up for you with a template, but it is personalized to you. So you have your name on your site. You can go in and add your picture, your story, things like that. But it has all the products and everything in there for you, so that you don't have to make that. So now that I've talked about the investment, I'd just like to mention a little bit about the fun stuff. How do we get paid, and why is this investment worthwhile? I think that this investment is beyond worthwhile, and let me tell you why. We get paid 3 different ways. The first way is wrap cash, and when I say that, I just mean if you sell any products that you have on hand and you get cash for them. That's replacing the investment that you put into, the auto ship or the order that you had received. So that's just the cash flow. It's wrap cash doesn't necessarily mean just for reps. It can be for any product you have on hand. You also make commissions, as I mentioned. Commissions will be a monthly paycheck. And you can also earn bonuses. And with this company, their bonuses are out of this world. Our CEO is incredible. He really focuses on encouraging us to not only work as a team, but also to get out of debt. Therefore, he provides get out of debt bonuses. So there are fast start bonuses in addition to that. These fast start bonuses you would earn for every distributor that joins your team. If they get 2 customers, then you get a $99 fast start bonus. So that's a quick way to start earning some extra income in addition to your commissions. The good bonuses, like I mentioned, the get out of debt bonuses can range anywhere from $1,500, $1,000, all the way up to, at one point for the top ranks in the company, he was offering, I think, $150,000 in a bonus. So those are huge. They change monthly. At different times of the year, there will be different promotions. And there are absolutely no fees or ties to those. You earn it, you get it. There's also the opportunity to, I mentioned that already. Just checking my notes. One of the main things that I love about this business is that it can be so individualized. Like I mentioned when I first started talking, I'm a teacher, a mom, an Army wife. We're busy, but I can make it fit my life. When I first started, I just wanted a few $100 extra a month. And then I caught the bigger picture of what the opportunity had in store and decided to go for that. But if you're someone who truly just wants $500 extra a month, you can work to earn that. If you are someone who says, I'd love to stay home with my kids, I want a full income, you can work towards that. It can be completely individualized according to what you desire. And what you put into it, you'll get out of it. So that's how this business works. There aren't any fees, additional fees, other than, your website and your auto ship to be commission qualified. There's no quotas that we have to meet. We don't have to feel the stress and the burden of, I'm not going to meet my quota and I'm going to have to, pay some fee. It's all up to you. You get to run your business and there's no contract. The reason that that's beneficial is you can try this out. You can see if it's a right fit for you. And if ever you need to take a break or you feel that it's not right for you, there's nothing holding you back. There's no fee or anything like that. So I just wanted to share a few reasons why I have been so in love with this journey. And I'll turn it over to Brittany.
Thank you, Lindsay. Yes, I'm unmuted. Okay, just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking to myself. So my name is Brittany Dugant. I am a double diamond with It Works. I've been in the business for 2.5 years. I've earned over $40,000 in bonuses between me and my husband. He doesn't actually work the business. He just has his name in there. So I've earned over $40,000 in bonuses. I've earned 2 free cruises for me and for him. And that was amazing to be able to take, my husband on a cruise with me, that I earned, not something that he had to pay for or, put forth any effort on his part. And I am a retired mommy of 4. I was able to, when I started this business, I originally just started for an extra couple $100 a month. I'd never in a million years thought that I would actually be able to quit my full-time job and come home and be with my kids. When I first started, I had 3 kids. I was working over 40 hours a week in the mortgage business. So if anybody has ever worked in the mortgage business, it's stressful and long hours and long nights. And when you have to be there at certain times, it's really demanding. So I was working 40 hours. I had 3 kids, 2 which were older, and they were in sports. So it was a lot of baseball practices and games and this and that, taking them to and from and that sort of thing. And my husband was working full time, but he was also going to night school to get his master's degree. So I was really kind of a single mom whenever I first started. I wasn't really, but, I was carrying the burden of that, or not the burden, sorry, that's a really bad word to use. I was carrying the stress of that because he was pretty much unavailable in the evening times whenever, things would get pretty hectic around the house. So anyway, I started this business just for a couple $100. And then, after I was in it for a little while, I went to conference, which is, I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go to our conference this year. But that was just a life-changing event. I went there and I caught the vision of the company and realized that, the top income earners were no different from me. And that all I had to do was really just put forth a little bit more time and effort and I could probably retire myself. Still kind of had the doubts in the back of my head, obviously. But I really thought if I just put a little bit more time and effort into it, then I can do this. It's not hard. So once I got focused and really dedicated myself to it, about 4 months later, I was able to quit my full-time job. At that point, our youngest had just turned 1. And, it was great because I had him at home with me and the 2 older ones were in school, but I was at home whenever, they got home from school and I could help with homework. And, I didn't have to ask off to go to class parties. I didn't have to do anything like that. So that was great. But like I said, after about 4 months of me really focusing and really dedicating myself to the business, I was able to quit my full-time job. And that in itself gave me a raise just because I didn't have to pay for daycare expenses and I didn't have to pay for gas and for lunch to go to work, to and from work and that sort of thing. So, it was a really awesome deal. So hang on, sorry, I'm going over my notes so I don't jump back and forth. Yes, okay. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how we work our business. I, in particular, work 99% of my business online. I do talk to people in person, but I don't do home parties personally. Some people on the team do. I just never have. Never had a reason to. I've never had somebody say, yeah, I'll do a home party for you. So I do at least one team party, online party, a month. Now, we sometimes do them 3 and 4 times a month. Sometimes it's just once a month, whatever. But, we have our own online parties. Like I said, I've built my business all the way up, about 99% of it using Facebook and Instagram. All of our training is online. Excuse me. All of our training is online. Like Lindsey said, whenever you join, you are added to our team page and to our team chat. Our team page has lots of different leaders in there. So you're getting tips from different leaders, not just from the sole person that you signed up with. So you're getting lots of different perspectives. You're getting different personalities, all of that sort of thing. So it's not like you have just one person training you and you're kind of stuck in that mode, how they train. So you're added to our team chat as well. That's for any questions that you have, like spur of the moment things that you need an immediate response to. Then you can ask them in our team chat, and somebody is always available. Well, I say always, pretty much always available to answer any type of questions that you would have that way. So you're never alone in this business. Once you join the business, you've got a ton of support behind you, to answer questions, to help train you, to be there just to support you, emotionally sometimes, because sometimes you're just like, I don't know how I'm going to get through the day. I know with me having 4 kids, it gets pretty crazy. And it's great to know that, even in this business, that I've made amazing friendships with different successful women that, inspire me, that lift me up, that I can call on and say, hey, Lindsey, I am like really ready to, my kids are really driving me crazy, and we can lean on each other. So we definitely have a great support system in this business. We will teach you exactly how to grow your market. So don't think that if you come from a small town or if you don't have very many friends on social media, don't think that you can't be successful, because we will teach you how to grow that market. And that is the great thing about social media. You can reach other people that you had never known before, and may not have never known. I have teammates that are in the UK, Canada, United States, all across the United States. I know I'm in Texas and Lindsey's in New York right now. So it's great that we can do everything online that way. Like she said, we have no inventory, so you don't have to worry about shipping products. We basically have our own shipping department whenever you sign on with the company. Our warehouse ships the product whenever customers go to our website and place an order. The products get shipped directly to them. We don't have to handle the products. We don't have to worry about if they need to return it. Nothing like that. They handle all of it. Which is great, because I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely hate going to the post office, and especially having to lug a toddler and an infant around. That would just be a no-no for me. Like, I would never make it to the post office. So we have basically our own shipping department, because they take care of all of that for us. Like I said, corporate takes care of the returns. If somebody needs to return a product because they got something but they wanted to get something else, actually, they send it back to corporate. They handle it on that end. We're just basically kind of customer service in that situation. But, the main thing that I want to stress right now with me is the freedom of time that this company has given me, just the freedoms in general that it has given me. I don't have to answer to anybody. I'm my own boss. I don't have anybody looking over my shoulder saying, this is your deadline. This is what you have to meet. I don't have anybody telling me that. I don't have anybody that I have to go to. I have 4 kids. They're going to get sick. Now, granted, we have pretty healthy kids, and, you know, knock on wood, they're hardly ever get sick. But when they do, you have to be there for them. And as a mom, I can't just, you know, sorry, you have to go to school because you are sick, but I can't take off of work because I have no PTO or I don't have anybody to cover for me, you know, something like that. I can literally lay on the couch and snuggle my kids all day and work from my phone if I want to. And there are times that I put my phone away and I'm like, okay, that work can wait. I will just, you know, double up on it tomorrow or whatever I need to do. Wait till later on, till tonight whenever they go to bed. But this business has given me so much freedom. The time I can work from my phone wherever I am. Our family lives 8 hours away, so we're always traveling to go back and forth to visit family. And so while my husband's driving, I can sit in the passenger seat and work my business from my phone, and I don't have to worry about, did I have any paid time off to take off to go home for Christmas? We don't have to, our family doesn't have to miss those, you know, that family time with our extended family that I had to sacrifice before because I didn't have the pay time off, or I didn't have, I couldn't afford to just not go to work and not get paid for it. Like, I had to have that money because I had to pay bills. So this business has been great with like that flexibility. We are currently building our dream home. Never in a million years did I ever think I was going to be a retired mommy, and especially not a retired mommy building our dream home, but we are. It's a lot of fun. It's been stressful, but it's a lot of fun. But, you know, the freedom that this business has given me and my family has been just absolutely amazing. And the friendships that we have gained, not just me, but, you know, my husband has also gained friendships in this business, other husbands and spouses, you know, that we've met over time, either on the cruise or on our team or whatever the situation may be. It's just been all around great.
Even some of the little things too, the little freedoms, you know, all of these big freedoms are so incredible, but you know, the daily things like being able to go to the grocery store and not pay attention to every little price tag, those little tiny pieces just make such a big difference, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. I just went to the grocery store yesterday with my 2-year-old, and he's almost 3, and he was having a fit in the grocery store. And normally I would have had to have fought him and said, no, you can't get that $4 toy because it's going to break before we even get it home. But I was just like, okay, you haven't had a nap. You're not being rational right now. You know, like, just take it. Okay, we'll get it. Let's go. So yes, it's definitely been great. Those little things as well.
Yeah. There's absolutely lots of freedom, but fun and friends involved in this company and this business. And it's encouraged. Our CEO, that's how he built this company, is he built it on integrity. He built it on uplifting people and creating a network of friends, you know, friends and family. That's what he always calls us, is family. So we have a family call weekly where he gives us motivation and tips and advice and just encouragement, whether it be business-wise or life-wise. So the company is a pretty incredible piece of our life now.
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions that we can answer?
And I know you can unmute yourself if anybody has any questions.
Well, I'm pretty excited because you're talking about being a stay-at-home mommy, Brittany, and I'm a school teacher. And this year, I actually got to put in a leave, so I'll be taking a couple years off of teaching and being able to be home with our little babies. And we're expecting our third, so it'll be perfect timing to have that additional freedom.
Yes, definitely so. Well, if nobody has any questions, definitely get back to the person who invited you to this Zoom. If anybody else contacts you other than the person that invited you, make sure that you let the person that invited you know. But if nobody has any other questions, we will let you guys go. But we are really excited about this. Seeing lots of different faces on here that I've never seen before, so that's always encouraging and exciting. Lindsey, do you have anything else, or?
No, that's great, and we're super excited. Let us know, and let the person who sent you here know if you have any additional questions that come up after this.
Sounds good. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Goodbye.